This has been a long time coming. As you can see, we've got a lot of parts here. These are not all engine assembly parts. Some of these are engine installation parts. You can see clutch there. A lot of the pistons, rings, bearings, main caps are in here. Pistons and rods. I've gone over a lot of that stuff. You can see the crank there. We're still waiting on the cylinder head, but we're getting basically kind of our build station set up. Now, this is not a engine building shop per se, but that doesn't mean we can't take some time, use this area, and get everything set up here. So I do have it covered right now. I do have a coating of WD-40 on everything. We are going to be painting this block. We've got it set up. This is I believe it's an Eastwood engine stand. First time we're using this one. I have several other engine stands, but I've had this one for quite a while. Decided I wanted to get it in there and start using it. So got the drip tray down at the bottom there. The machine work came back really nice. I'm super happy with that. Everything cleaned up really good. We're just at the very beginning stages, and again, this is kind of a coating of oil on there, WD-40. We're checking our ring gap right now. So we've got them squared up with the heads of the pistons. We're going through that process. I'm not going to film this whole thing. There's a lot of videos out there about different engines being built, but this one is for our Danger Ranger build project. Getting to use this parts washer. I might do a video on it. It has a basket in there that it agitates with shop air, and so all of these little bolts and pieces and brackets are all off this engine. We're all set up pretty organized in my opinion. And before it goes on, it's taking a turn in the basket there, and we have a degreaser solvent in there. I think we went with a Zep solvent in there. Very neat little parts washer. That is Snap-on branded one. There's other brands out there, but for the small stuff, we have a large washing cabinet. But for the small stuff, this is what we're going with. And you can see this engine that we took out, it had some years and some wear on it. That is actually an oil pump, and then I believe that's the cam sensor that picks up off the reluctor wheel of the timing gear and timing belt assembly. And so we do have some plastic gauge. We're going to go ahead and double check all of our fitment. We really didn't grind anything, so we should be fine, but we did have the crank polished and had the rods switched over to a 20,000th over piston, and then 20 thousandths over rings. Somewhere on here. There we go. So we did punch this block out just a little bit. It had some wear. We didn't necessarily do that for performance. We'll probably get just, a very minor increase as well. But you can see that we're dressing this. I really want to get the air conditioning working, so we're going to go ahead and put a new AC system on it while we've got everything apart. Now is the time. Gates timing belt kit. We do have a new radiator, new AC condenser itself. So we should be pretty well grease lightning on that deal. I'm sure there's a bunch of other parts that I forgot that I'll have to order, but been really happy. This is actually the Eastwood teardown transmission bench that's been in some other videos. We're using it just more as kind of a good bench to work off of, getting everything organized and getting ready to start this assembly. So I would say by the end of the day, we'll probably at least have a rotating assembly. I'll post a video once it's together, and hopefully at some point with the weather coming in, we have a cylinder head, because that's really kind of the last big piece to the puzzle. A bunch of these parts will be on there, so it'll clean off this bench a little bit. We are going to put a new clutch kit and flywheel in it, along with all new hydraulics. So within reason, all the parts that I take off of this thing, I am putting back new. So hopefully, the next 10, 15 years, these parts serve a good service life, and we don't have any issues, and they can just enjoy the truck after all this work. Got some comments, got some thoughts. I'd love to hear it. Go ahead and shoot me a like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. Thank you.